This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now Taylor on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. On 2nd down, Taylor. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Bills are happy to be sitting in the locker room with the lead. The Jets won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Bills have it midway through 1. Clay's found on the quick pass, and after the short pass, he'll score. The Bills up by a touchdown. Bills have it near the end of 1. Taylor's got it on the run, and finally on play 12, they score. The Bills up by 2 touchdowns. Bills have it at the 7. Taylor is looking for room to run. He'll score his 3rd touchdown of the half. Bills up now by 21. Jets have it late in the 2nd. McCown's going to complete the pass from the gun, and he'll be tackled at the 16-yard line. Staying late in the half, Powell's going to cruise off the right side, and he'll go in from 2 yards out, as that cuts it to 14-7. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Brandon Tate. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On first down, it's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball. And we just saw there that that's difficult to do. But just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on. But the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They run with Powell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Powell. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Shotgun here from McCown. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Under pressure, they got him again. Leonard Williams in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
A give to McCoy. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 17. Taylor now. From the gun, he'll throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
And tough starting field position here.
They start the drive with a give to Powell. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Tate. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 1st down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Again, it's McCoy. And now running right through him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
The Bills on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Taylor operating from the gun. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Leonard Williams in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They start this with a run for Powell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Throwing now is McCown. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Jets on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's McCown to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Faking the give to Powell. Now McCown toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. McCown again on 2nd and 10. He hits Jermaine Kearse. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Powell with a 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Bilal Powell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown run coming from Bilal Powell. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Uses the stiff arm. The Bills Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Now Taylor to throw on second down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go.
Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Bills on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see
foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Bilal Powell and his offensive mates retaking the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. On 1st and 10, here's McCown. And they're He was trying for his running back, Bilal Powell. And it's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw, it's McCown. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, McCown, and he's got a noon one. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And again this time to the tailback. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's McCown. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now McCown. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Three yards to go on 2nd down. McCown. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now McCown. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the extra contact and people around him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set. Blue 90.
They run for it. Here's Powell. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Bilal Powell held up short of the line to gain. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise, because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the 1st down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
The Bills getting set to go. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. It's tight end Clay, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Play action, now Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, it's Taylor. Throw left side complete. It's McCoy. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Always got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing on first is McCown. Complete outright to Curse. Get this down to the 35. 26 yards. You weren't a quarterback. You were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether we're wearing a glove, not wear. All those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love it. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's McCown. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jerry Hughes in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass.
Let's go. Blue 90.
On play action, it's McCown. He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And now a first down following that long gain.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
To throw is McCown. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Safarian-Jenkins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On second down, Taylor. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And some room to work. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Caught on the right side by Jones. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
On second down, here's Taylor. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still third down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A pressure spot now for a guy who's been here before, and that's Stephen Hauschka. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Bilal Powell and his offensive mates retaking the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
Let's go. Green.
On first down, McCown. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
McCown throwing on second. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now, I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Now it's Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down now after the incompletion.
Let's go.
To throw is Taylor. To throw again. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
Come on, let's go.
On third down, here's McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big third down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Here we go.
To throw is Taylor. The left side completion to Jones. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. This is McCoy. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Now McCoy. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Come on, let's go.
Here's Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fake here, direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.